Hey everybody, Tasha here with a new process video. This right here is a sketch from a sketch blog I used to belong to a couple of years ago. This layout is really old. I thought I had lost the footage for it and found it, so I got a new computer and some new video software. I haven't been on here in a while because my software would freeze every time I tried to save a video. I'd get everything done and then it would just totally freeze up and I wasn't able to actually get anything completely saved to post on YouTube. So learning this new software here, I thought, oh, why not just use this since I found it? So that white cardstock in the background there. The blue tone on tone you see, I do believe is, I know it's Bella Boulevard, and I think it's from their old Sophisticates line, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Like I said, this is a really old layout. The plaid there that you see is from Echo Park Little Boy, though, and I'm going to fiddle with these pictures for a while before I realize that using the photo sizes in the sketch just isn't going to work for me, and I'm going to pull out that 4x6 there of my son in the car. See, there it goes. And I decide to bring in a large photo so it kind of, I've got just a mirror image of the photos on either side. That will actually have to be changed because I forgot a spot for my journaling, but you'll see me figure that out a little later. So this star print right here that I'm going to punch 3 different circles. I think I've got one larger and 2 kind of medium-sized circles that I'm going to end up punching. Can't remember if they're all, I'm pretty sure I only see 2 punches over there, so I don't believe I have 3 different sizes, just 2. But that is also Echo Park Little Boy. They used to do some 6x6 scaled down patterns on the back of some of their 12x12 papers. I thought I'd use that. It'd be a good starting point for some embellishment clusters. Excuse me. Now, one thing you're going to see me do is that top circle is going to actually go across the 2 layouts. Years and years ago, I read somewhere where somebody said instead of thinking of a double page layout as, and here's where I realized, oh, journaling. And instead of thinking as a 2-page layout as 2 12x12 pieces of paper, instead think of it as one 12x24 piece. That way everything is a little more cohesive and it just kind of flows a little bit better. So you'll notice I did my plaid paper to where it lined up across the 2. If I'd have just cut it at whatever width it was I wanted, chances are the pattern wouldn't have lined up well. So I made sure that I moved it down just a little bit and cut to where I knew that pattern would flow across the 2 pieces seamlessly or somewhat seamlessly. Now I'm going to get my pieces of paper stuck down here, and I did go ahead and stitch around 3 sides of this since again it's supposed to look like 12x24, not 2 12x12s. I only stitched 3 different sides. The side where they connect in the middle will not be stitched. And since I don't know if you can backstitch on a piece of paper or not, I've never tried. I am horrible at sewing. My mother is a master seamstress, so yes, this much to her dismay, I am horrible at it. But anyways, I go ahead and run my adhesive right along the stitches, and I have never in years I've been sewing had any of them come out down the line. I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out exactly where I want my photos, and I just realized, yep, mirror images work for me. I am kind of a symmetrical kind of girl. If it's got nice symmetry and lines, I am happy, happy, happy. So here I'm going to take another piece from that same 4 6x6 quadrant, and this is obviously just a red and white diagonal stripe, and that first punch I used on it was Stampin' Up! And I'm pretty sure it's called Designer Label. I don't know if they make it any longer. The second one was EK Success, and it is called Photo Labels. There's actually 3 different size labels on it. They do still make that one, or at least I'm pretty sure I saw it for sale not too long ago. And the third one, which is just your classic tab top punch, that is from Marvy. And I've got some brads there that I pulled out from My Mind's Eye Boy Crazy. And I'm actually going to back those brads with some label stickers from Scenic Route. I have tons of that. If you know Scenic Route, you know they haven't been in business for years, but I have tons of their label stickers and everything. And I love them still, so this was an easy way to use some. And I have trouble kind of using just the small, round, the tiny little label stickers. If it's large enough that I can put some journaling on it, you know, I can use them fairly easily, but the small ones I kind of had a big problem with. And I started backing some brads and things, and that just helped me out in using some old product up. The word checkup you saw there, that is some thickers from an old Pebbles 4th of July collection. They brought out a red, white, and blue, same font, all glittered, and they're really, really nice stickers. I wish I could remember the name of them, but I don't at the moment. The word first was some Simple Story Snap Alphas. And I've got a sticker here, and I'm going to also use a label sticker from the back side of that from October Afternoon. That's part of the Daily Flash. This is from the boy line. I'm going to use a label sticker there to put my date down using a Pebbles roller date stamp, which came out with baby boy collect. They brought a baby boy and a baby girl collection, special delivery, I think it was called, at the same time, and it had that roller date and phrase stamp, so it's got all kinds of like baby words. Works really well for a picture of my son at his first hospital or first doctor's checkup. Put that on top of that, or put it to the side for now. It will go on top of that tab punch later. And there's where I pull in those label stickers for the brads. Go ahead and ink the edges. And I know that's not like the thing to do anymore, inking edges, but I love it. I didn't do it actually when it was the thing to do. I was kind of like, no, 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 you don't have to do that. But it really does help separate things and help items pop off the page just a little bit better. So I ink the edges of pretty much everything. The only time I don't is when I forget. So I'm just kind of fiddling and trying to figure out where exactly do I want all of these pieces to go in on my page. And I've got a little blue circle there. That is from an Ellie's Studio monthly kit. I got the first entire year of them, I do believe. And I stopped getting them because I just wasn't using them enough. But they really are great kits. Have lots of little cute die cuts and pieces. And there's the baby in the photo. That's my son Riley, who is pointing out who all is in the photo. I'm going to take that tab or that label punch off of that little circular label sticker with the brad in it. I'm going to pop that up on some dimensional adhesive. You saw me kind of put my fingers on the back there. That's just kind of taking some of the stick out. I don't take the stick off of the actual sticker and then add adhesive to it. I kind of put the dimensional adhesive on a sticker. I kind of feel like the two adhesives together just help it kind of stick better. I see people that put powder over them, then add adhesive, and I'm like, but wouldn't adhesive plus adhesive just be that much better? So I do that and then just kind of rub my fingers along it and take the stick out from the rest of it to make sure it doesn't collapse in different areas and stick to the paper underneath. And you'll notice that the top 4x6 right there on the right side, I don't actually adhere down, and that's because it had some kind of a weird color cast to the photo, and I actually had it reprinted. Rather than wait for that, I had everything out. I needed to do this page. I went ahead and got it done and just used the bad photo as kind of a placeholder, and later went back and added in a much better color corrected version. So I'm just going around and adding the different punched pieces and embellishments to my layout here. And that piece underneath the thumbs up sticker, yeah, I'm gonna take that out. That was from a stamp that I tried to make a kind of piece of flair, but it just looked a little too unbalanced to me. So go ahead and start committing and making decisions. And I'm going to regret putting this piece down because I originally put two little My Mind's Eye word stickers. They used to come out with those little, like 99-cent sheet stickers, all different kinds of phrases and whatever. And I put two down that made saying 100% perfect, and I ended up pulling those up and trying to stamp on it, and it doesn't work very well. You can see the 100% perfect stickers there now. I mean, you can't read them, but you can see they're there. I went ahead and added some My Mind's Eye Boy Crazy buttons, one to each one of my embellishment clusters. And I'm adding an enamel dot to each one of my clusters. And two are from Boy Crazy, and one is just from a group buy package of enamel dots that some people I know went in on to get. So I'll move that 100% perfect down, and now I'm going to attempt to not pull off the label and stamp on it, and realize very quickly, no, that's not going to work. So I punch a new piece and have it down on a stable, even surface. This is an Ellie Studio stamp, and it says, "So lucky to have you," and I'm kind of doing a little selective inking here because it's spread out quite a bit, and I needed to pull it in just a little bit tighter to make it fit on that label shape. So selective inking did the trick, and I can now put my new piece in place. You're going to see me here in a second with my large photo and the journaling that I'm going to put underneath, and for some reason right after that it cuts out. I don't know what I did to the very last section of video, and then we're going to get some close-ups. But thank you for watching. This is a little bump, like I said, a little bumpy. I have a computer that kept the software I had to do videos would crash every time I tried to save. That's why it's been a year since I've had a video up. This is new. It's taken me a few months to, it's very kind of high tech, and I'm not as good with software as I used to be. And it's taken me a little bit to try and figure out how in the world to do this, and the narration portion of it was the worst. I think I have it fixed. I hope I have it fixed. So here is the very last pieces. You'll see some close-ups, and again, thank you so much for watching. I hope to be back very soon with another process video. Bye.